So what happens when a legendary musician, the guy famous for his piano, suddenly reveals a really personal reason for closing down a totally different kind of passion project?
Yeah, it's an interesting question. Today we're diving into the recent news about Billy Joel. You probably know him as the Piano Man, obviously.
Right, but we're going to explore a different side of him today, his deep passion for motorcycles.
Our mission here, really, is to unpack why his motorcycle shop on Long Island, the one he loved, is closing its doors. It's been there 15 years.
15 years. Wow.
Yeah, and also what's happening with his huge collection of bikes, and crucially, the very personal health stuff behind all these big changes.
We're aiming to pull out the key insights from the sources, kind of give you the full picture, beyond just the headlines.
Exactly. It's a story that really weaves together personal health, the impact on the community, and kind of the end of an era for this really unique project he had.
It's not just, oh, a shop is closing. It's more like a window into how even these huge global icons deal with life's unexpected turns.
Okay, so the main news, the thing that got everyone talking recently, Billy Joel, he's 76 now.
76, yeah.
He's closing his motorcycle shop, 20th Century Cycles. It's in Oyster Bay, Long Island.
And his representative, Claire Mercuri, she confirmed it. He's not renewing the lease. And that's up in September, right?
That's right, this September. And tied right into that, there's something maybe even bigger happening. Joel is going to auction off his personal bike collection later this year.
The whole collection?
Seems like it. I mean, this isn't just a couple of bikes. It's a collection he apparently built up for like 30-something years.
Wow.
Yeah, the sources say more than 75 bikes. These were the bikes actually housed in this shop. It really shows how personal this whole thing was for him.
So the bikes themselves are already gone from the shop?
They've been moved out, yeah. Though apparently the shop has still been open some weekends recently, just selling off parts, new, used, vintage stuff.
Okay, but let's get to the core reason, the why behind all this. It really comes down to a very personal health issue, doesn't it?
It does. Billy Joel publicly shared back in May that he's been diagnosed with normal pressure hydrocephalus, NPH.
NPH. That sounds, well, pretty serious, especially for a performer. What does that actually mean for him day to day? How does it show up?
Well, NPH, it's a brain disorder. And the critical thing here, according to the sources, is that his recent concerts actually made it worse.
Really? Performing made it worse.
Yeah, leading to significant problems with his hearing, his vision, and crucially, his balance. I mean, think about performing on stage. Balance is key.
Absolutely. It's a stark reminder, isn't it, how health can just reshape everything, even for someone like him.
Totally. And as a direct result, he had to cancel his upcoming tour. He's doing physical therapy now, and doctors have told him, no performing while he recovers.
He was quite open about it, wasn't he, on Instagram?
He was. He posted a message saying, "I'm sincerely sorry to disappoint our audience, and thank you for understanding." Really direct.
And he spoke to People magazine, too.
Yeah, told him, "I'm okay. What I have is something very few people know about, including me. No matter how much you try to research it, I'm doing my best to work with it and to recover from it."
That's quite vulnerable, especially for someone who's generally quite private.
It really is. And this condition, it seems like it's having wider effects too, not just the tour and the shop.
Right. The sources also mention he's selling his big estate in Oyster Bay and moving to Florida. Is that also linked to the NPH?
The reporting suggests it's connected, yeah. Part of these broader life changes driven by the condition. It really makes you think about that shop, 20th Century Cycles, in a new light.
How so?
Well, it puts his vision for it into perspective. Remember, Joel, he's a Long Island guy, grew up in Hicksville, not far from Oyster Bay. He opened the shop back in November 2010.
Okay.
And it quickly became clear this wasn't just, another celebrity business. It was really personal, a passion project, almost like a quiet escape from the music world.
Yeah, you get that sense. It shows how even these huge stars have these other passions, things maybe far away from their public image.
Definitely. And he wasn't mainly trying to sell bikes, was he? I mean, they sold parts and stuff, but the main idea was different.
Exactly. His bigger hope, he said, was for it to be a focus point for people aimlessly riding around on the weekends. Just a place to gather.
That's interesting. Did he say anything about who rides motorcycles?
Yeah, he noted that bikes are owned by a lot of affluent people and the demographic is all over the place. Kind of challenging stereotypes there. But the real core purpose, like you said, was just showcasing his own collection. For free. He wanted people to see them.
Right. He talked about the automotive style from the 30s to the 60s, didn't he?
Yeah, he felt it was becoming a lost aesthetic. He wanted to let people see what that era of bike looked like. It was basically like his gift to the town, a free museum.
And that generosity, that vision, it clearly landed. It built a real connection. So much so that part of the road the shop is on.
Oh, yeah, they named it after him.
Exactly. Billy Joel Way. That was just last year, 2023. And the town supervisor, Joseph Saladino, he's confirmed the name is staying, even with the shop closing.
That says a lot, doesn't it, about the impact he had there beyond just the building itself.
It really does.
Yeah.
It speaks to that unique bond he built.
Yeah.
And how much the community seemed to embrace this other passion of his.
So as you'd expect, the reaction from the community to the closure, it's been pretty strong. What are the locals saying in Oyster Bay?
Oh, yeah. Deeply disappointed seems to be the main feeling. There's a guy, Ted Barr, owns a vintage rock poster gallery next door.
Yeah.
He called it a big loss, said the shop was a real destination. He mentioned seeing dozens and dozens of people there on weekends, often writers themselves, always people looking in the window.
So a real hub.
Definitely, not just a store. And Barr added, Billy Joel is a real superstar, and he is a hometown boy, so it's really unfortunate. It highlights that local connection again.
It sounds like it was genuinely a beloved spot, a place people felt connected to, maybe even saw Joel himself sometimes.
Seems so. People shared memories. Alice Balducci said it was always cool to sometimes see him coming in or out, just casually.
Nice.
Another resident, Stephen Sprackman, called it one of the prime things to do in Oyster Bay. And there's a really sweet story from Malika Mehta.
Oh, yeah.
She remembered meeting Joel at the shop back in 2018. She was only 8 or 9 then. She described him as such a sweet person to talk to.
Oh, that's lovely. It shows he wasn't just some distant owner. He was actually there, part of it.
Exactly. That genuine presence, that affection, it comes through. The town supervisor, Saladino, again, he summed it up really well.
What did he say?
He said, while we may be losing this motorcycle museum, we're not losing our love. Which I think is a testament to that personal connection Joel built. It's a legacy beyond just the music.
It really is. So we've covered quite a bit today. It's this fascinating intersection, isn't it? Music icons, very personal health struggle. The closing of this really cherished local spot and the auction of a collection that was clearly so important to him, a passion outside the main spotlight.
Yeah, from the quiet streets of Oyster Bay right up to the global stage, Joel's decision here marks a really significant moment. And it's all driven by this specific medical condition, NPH, impacting his ability to perform, yes, but also to pursue these other passions.
It's a story with so many layers. When you think about it all, what really stands out to you? Is it maybe the courage in facing these health issues so publicly?
That's definitely part of it. Or maybe the dedication to this totally separate passion, away from the music business.
Or even just the impact one person can have on a local community through something kind of unexpected like a motorcycle shop.
All of those, really. It makes you think.
It does. And as we consider the shop closing, 20th century cycles gone, and this decades-in-the-making collection being auctioned off, it kind of leaves you with a final thought, doesn't it?
What's that?
Well, when life throws these major curveballs, these unexpected turns, and things just have to change, how do our deepest passions adapt? How do they transform?
That's a good question.
And maybe, how do we find new ways, maybe different ways, to connect with the things we love when the old ways just aren't possible anymore?